The stream is starting soon. In the meantime, enjoy some music.
Ruga likes Liam's live streams. They aren't bad, coming from a surface dweller. You maggot.
It's time. There we go. Hey, how's it going? Oh, that helps if you do that, huh? Yeah, if you push the right buttons, it seems to work better. Hey, everyone, how's it going? It is a something. What is today? It's Wednesday or something. Hello and welcome. So today we're doing something a little different. And I want to say a shout out to everyone who's tuned in on YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer. And I guess if you're listening to the audio stream, hey, that's cool too. But I'm pushing Mixer today because we are playing. There we go. Okay, we are playing Forza Motorsport 7, and I want to play this because I talk a lot about how I play this game, but I really don't talk about how I play this game. If that makes sense. But first things first, I'm the realist. Drop this and let the whole world... No, that's not it. I do want to thank all my patrons who make this possible. There they are up on your screen. I hit the wrong button. Jason Smith, Will Bullock, Mike Shipper, Stephen Luttrell, Kenny, Kevin Lyon, Simon Yeager, Sarah Hawk, Axel Skrull, Chad Blanco, Roland Engelsma, Changeling MX, Jack Filacek, Tiffany J. Kim, Matthew Cooper, and Quarter Tim. And there are some other patrons, but they still haven't updated their reward tiers. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Update your tiers so I can read your name. Nick says, hi, I'm sick at the moment, but I can still watch your stream. John just tuned into my stream. Hey, how's it going? Hey, Logan. So we're not, Christopher, I'll be live with you on Crazy Party. We're not doing Crazy Party tonight, but we will do it. Beta 68 just came out, so I will be doing that. Tonight, though, is Forza Day, and Forza Night, I guess. Hey, Kenny. Ty says you should try Killer Instinct. I have. I don't really like it very much. I could just be doing something wrong. I don't know. It's a game I got to spend some time with. Colin, hey, Colin says he's tuning in, but he's got to go. That's all right. No big deal. You guys got to do what you got to do. But I do want to say a special shout out to everyone who's tuned in various places. If you are tuned in on Mixer, that's really cool. Mixer is the lowest latency, and it's a Microsoft thing. So I've been trying to push it a bit more, show Microsoft some love. They've shown us a lot of love with Xbox, and they're just good people. Was really fortunate to hang out with them last year. I want to come back, guys. Please let me come back. I still have my... I hate to admit this. I have my visitor pass, and actually, when I can get a display case, it's going in a display case. I have a Microsoft visitor pass that's got my name on it. I don't know if it's got my picture. I think it's just a name pass. It might have the picture from my ID. I'm not sure. I have to look at it again. But, it's like one of my most prized possessions is my Microsoft Visitor Pass. I also have some Accessibility Lab stickers I have to stick on my controller. I just found those. I lost them, and I just came across them the other day. So I got to get someone to help me stickerize my controller. So I can, support the Accessibility Lab. Whoop! Or the Inclusivity Lab. I call it the Accessibility Lab. It's same deal. British 20-something-19 says, WTF blind? Yeah. Okay, now my phone's going off. Sorry if you guys are hearing that. I don't know what that's about. I'm not going to bother answering it. Wonder if I should. No, I'll check it later. If it's really important, they'll keep calling back. How do you manage? Sorry, got to ask. So I'm about to explain that, actually. So I have developed some custom software that will read the track info. And Forza 7 has what they call super easy assists. And so essentially, the game will turn for you, but the turns are very wide. And so it actually helps if you can keep track of what direction you're going in and making your turns more better. Hey, Moritz, how's it going? And let me... I wonder if I should really check that phone. Whatever. I'm sure that's like famous last words. You know, maybe I just won $1 million and I have to claim it in the next 2 minutes, but doubt it. All right, so let's fire up the Xbox here. Here we go. So hopefully the controller's working better than it was when I did Madden a couple days ago. Here's hoping. Let me get channel 7 going.
From system.
There we go.
You're signed in.
Look at that, I'm signed in. Okay.
Recently used. My games and apps. Button.
My
1 of 4.
games and apps. I'll fire this up. Just waiting for this to...
Xbox dashboard window. All storage. 300. My games. Crackdown 3.
I don't have a lot of space left.
Forza Horizon 4. Fight Night Champion. 9 of Forza Motorsport 7.
Right, Forza Motorsport 7. There we go. I'm going to have the volume at a decent clip, but I do have to have it a little quiet so we can hear the dashboard. Zuzia said hello. Sorry I missed you. My apologies. Hey, Adjan. I think that's how you pronounce it. Hey, Prajwal. Good so far, a bit beaten up. What did you do, Moritz? Love football, but your controller was going out of whack on Madden. When do I stream Code 7? Says Mr. Apple. I got to do that soon. I kind of keep pushing that back. But I'm hoping soonish. Hey, Houston, how's it going? Nick says, I wonder where you got the dashboard. I made the dashboard, actually. How to get Fight Night on the XP? You can download it. It's backwards compatible. All right, so will that dashboard ever be released? At some point, I have to do a lot of work, though, to pull out code that I just can't publicly release right now. And people have wanted me to open source it, and I can't open source it in its current state. I'd have a lot of angry people with me. So, like, for example, it's using NVG, which is not open source. It's using Amazon Poly, which could be open, like, you could use it, but you need a key. And so I can't release it as it is because it's using my existing key. And that's not happening. You're not getting my key because that's just, like, a security concern waiting to happen. So, like, I'd have to do a lot of work on it. Now, I could make, like, a terminal version easily enough that would just display the info and NVDA can read it off to you. But, like, the version that I'm using that does the little compass and stuff, ever have a horse freak out and accidentally step on your foot, hip, and shoulder? No, I can't say I ever have. Horses seem like they're jerks, though. What's up? Liam says, Steven, hey, how's it going? Oh, man, I got to try. Hold on. Let me see if there's anything on the other ones. Sorry, guys. I'm watching 3 chats here. I'm sorry. Had to ask. Oh, that's awesome, dude. I mean, it's not awesome that you're deaf, but I'm sorry. I had to ask. I'm 90% deaf one ear, 30% deaf in the other. Yeah, I'm actually in my right ear. I'm actually considered profoundly deaf. So that's cool. I mean, I get you. Thanks for the shouting out and saying hey. Oh man, I'm just gonna have to check the other. If I missed you guys on Mixer or Twitch, I'm really sorry. No, it looks like I'm good. Okay. I'm using the best. Liam is on one place. All right. So these cars have been added to your garage. Free August 2019 Spotlight car. Ooh, the 2019 Porsche Motorsport 718 Cayman GT Club Sport. Oh, okay. Did I just get one card? All right, cool. So I got a car. I got a 2019 Porsche. All right, so this game, I do need to talk about this a little bit. To be fair to the Turn 10 people, I was kind of hoping we were going to get let Xbox read to me, but I pretty much knew we weren't going to. But I'll be honest, I had a dream a couple weeks ago that they called me and were like, hey, listen, we know that this game is, this is the last update. It's at the end of its life. We are adding, the Let's Read to Us. But unfortunately, it's not happening. We're not getting Let's Read to Us in this game. The menus don't read. They're in like a sort of grid format. They're a little weird at times. So again, I'm not doing... For those that are like, are you going to go through the menus? No, because that would be really boring for people. I will just say, though, that this game is doable. It took me a lot of time and patience, but I love cars. So, like, for me, it was just time well spent. I love cars with incredibly fast-sounding engines, says Nick Cantos. Porsche cars are known for that. Oh, this game has amazingly fast cars. Houston says you actually pronounced my name correctly. How surprising. Why is that surprising? It's like, what's his face from the baseball player, Houston Street or Streep or whatever his name is. No, they're awesome. They're just animals after all. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've not spent a lot of time with horses, but each horse has its own quirks. So I mean, like, I get that. I can't hate on them. So also I need to open the Skype group again. I forgot to do that. Usual deal, stream.l-works.net. You can go there and join the Skype group. Please read the rules first. Read the instructions. There's not really instructions, but there are rules. Please, oh. It was on. Well, poop. Okay. So all right, so we're going to go into the Forza Cup and single player. So we're going to let's see, Forza Drivers Cup. We're getting a cup. Always wear a cup when you play sports. Take it from your old pal Liam. All right, so we have current series, which is I believe the Breakout. You make me want to break out, or is it the Seeker? I think it's the Seeker. Because they call me the Seeker. Because I seek all night and day. Or I'm seeking high and low. Low and high. Low and high. I won't get what after till the day I die. Next time I play Crazy Party, will you consider joining me in a battle? Oh, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Urban Army. Do I have any muscle cars? I might. If I could drive, I'd want a Lamborghini or a Porsche. My third option would be an Aston Martin. I want a VW Bug convertible. That's what I want. I want a convertible. Mr. Apple says, turn your speech on. You guys will get speech soon enough. You don't really want to hear my speech because a lot of it's mangled. So I'm going to kind of narrate things as we go. Trust me, you really don't want to hear, because a lot of it's scrambled and it won't make much sense. I've just learned how to separate the wheat from the chaff. All right, so here we go. All right, Secret Championship. So I've got a number of options here. All right, we have the modern hot hatch race. These cars, you shouldn't judge a vehicle by its size. Blah, 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 blah. All right, so we got the hot hatch. We've got the pony car wars. So the Ford Mustang. We got like 3 things of stuff here. There's a lot of. Ooh. All right, we'll do Open Wheel Legends. This is the one we're going to do.
Promising Grand Prix drivers died young because of these light, single-seat speed machines from the 60s. But despite the danger, adrenaline junkies flock to these legendary cars.
Heck yeah. I wish I could describe these cars to you guys. There are some really cool cars later on. Like, they have these really cool ones that are the mid... They're like I think the mid-engine cars, where they have the engines in the middle. They have some really sweet cars in this game. All right, so we have a 1967 Brabham. So we get to pick a car that we want. Let's see. 1967 Eagle. We've got 1966 Ferrari F150 F1. Oh, I might take that one. I like Ferrari. 1967 Honda. Don't really care. A 1967 Lotus Type 49. Oh, that might be my car. I love Lotus. My uncle has an Elise. We have a 1966 McLaren. Maybe. I'm kind of leaning towards that Elise, though. So those are all the... I'm going to go for the 1967 Elise Type 49. Can I get the... What's the speed on that? Let's see. Does it? Acceleration 8.9. Bucking. I don't... I'm going to go with this Lotus. I like Lotus. I'm a big Lotus guy. All right, so we're going to go with this Lotus. Heck yeah, give me the Lotus. Oh, and I can pick my design. Okay, I'm just going to take the first one. I don't even know what it is. Type 49, 1967. Creator Little Vixen. Popularity. Oh, it's a turn 10 select. Yeah, I'll take it. All right, so I'm getting this 1967 Lotus Type 49. Whoop, whoop. And we'll buy it. I think I get it for free, actually. Oh, no. You don't have enough credits to buy. Aw, man. All right. So I'm going to have to pick a different car. Well, that sucks. All right, so I got to get a different car. I think I'm just going to have to take one. I don't have the money for the car. Some are free, some are not. I might need to take this 1967. Can I take the Ferrari? Or do I got to buy that too? I have a feeling I'm going to have to buy that. Oh, another Little Vixen design. Can I get this one? Insufficient credits. You do not have enough credit. All right, so I'm going to probably have to take the Brabham, I guess. That sucks. Either that or I'm going to have to run something else before I can get a car. I mean, that's possible too. That sucks. All right, well. All right, so we'll take... the Rabum. Can I at least take that one? Do I at least get that one? Or do I got to just run something else for right now? That sucks. I'll use that design. Can I buy this one? Insufficient credits. All right, so we're going to do... I'm going to have to do something else then. Because I can't do this race right now. I need more money. I'm poor! I need more credits. I can't buy a car. All right. So we'll do... Okay, what's over here? Oh. Did I do this one? Oh, this might be fun. Yeah, let's do this one.
Auto racing has a history of rivalries. Hunt versus Lauda, Prost versus Senna, McLaren versus Ferrari. A proper rivalry gets your blood pumping, pushes you to improve. Pro rally driver Ken Block has dropped by the track to be your rival. Now here's your chance to challenge yourself against a racing pro.
All right. So let me get the...
What helped me get to the level I wanted to get was the passion. I thought about it every day. I wanted to be in the car every day. I practiced and got to the level that I got to because that passion was there for me to do what I wanted to do. And I wasn't going to stop till I got to the level I wanted to get to.
All right. Let's get this open.
Let's race.
All right, cool. So my dashboard is up. Now, hopefully nothing has changed on my end here. So hopefully we're going to have no problem. I love you can hear the helicopter off to the right. I want to do a quick check really quick. Make sure I'm set. Austin says, crap, I'm late again. Well, we haven't started yet. All right, so here we go. I think we're set. We're going to hit A, say we're ready for the race. All right, so it's me versus Ken.
Position 0.0.
All right, so right now you can barely hear. Let me
per hour.
pause this. I'm going to turn the game down so we can hear the dashboard a little bit. Now, I don't know if the compass is working. I'm not hearing the beeps from the compass.
Lap 1, 137.9 miles per hour. 76.0 miles per hour. 54.0 miles per hour. 45.5 miles per hour.
Yeah, my compass isn't going for some
49.6
reason.
miles per hour.
I'll have to check on that.
45.8 miles per hour. 74.
I punched a monkey! Oh, thanks for the donation.
Hey, Lou.
63.0 miles per hour.
You're welcome.
115.8
I'll check that in
miles
just
per
a
hour.
moment. Hold on.
55.9 miles per hour. 61.6 miles
So I should have this little beepy compass
92.1
that beeps
miles
to tell me what
per hour.
direction we're traveling in, and it's not going off for some reason.
44.6 miles per hour. 101.8 miles per hour. 137.5 miles per hour.
So it seems like right now I'm probably in first place.
83.9 miles per hour. 56.7 miles per hour.
Now the game is braking and turning for me,
49.3 miles
but I
per
can
hour.
make my life easier by using the stick when I know that I'm
46.5
turning.
miles per
Whoa.
hour. 18.4 miles per hour. 79.8
So intelligently
miles per hour.
braking
125.6 miles per hour. 141.2 miles per hour. 156.3 miles per hour.
Now I'm going to have to check my source
107.7
code in a
miles
minute
per
and see
hour.
what's going on.
49.3 miles per hour.
Because, yeah, it's not working like it's supposed to.
58.6 miles per hour.
I should be getting...
25.5 miles per hour. 79.7 miles per hour. 42.1 miles per hour. 49.1 miles per hour.
Should also really have a button to speak the position again,
86.0
but...
miles per hour. 119.6 miles per hour. 48.8 miles per hour. 81.5 miles per hour. 65.9 miles per hour. 52.8 miles per hour. 109.7 miles per hour. 141.5 miles per hour. 67.7 miles per hour. 61.2 miles per hour. 53.2
I am a
miles
scary
per hour.
driver.
36.8 miles per hour. 25.5 miles per hour. 90.3 miles per hour.
I actually should be able to read chat while I'm driving.
131.1
Oh,
miles
and we're
per
through.
hour.
Okay, so I can look at chat now. Oof, all right, so we're through that race. British 2019 says, OMG, you drive better than I do. Oh, God. I'm really not a good driver. I you know, a lot of that's the assists. Now, as you get used to it, you kind of learn when you should brake and stuff. But I didn't But thank you, Blind Girl 2806, for the $4.99. I really appreciate that. Thank you so incredibly much. Thanks to everyone that does the donations and the super chats. I really, really appreciate that a lot. That does help immensely, especially at the end of the month when the bills are due. It just really, it does mean a lot. I do appreciate it. So it shows us, I think we're still driving. It just kind of just shows. Okay, so all right, so we're through that. I'm assuming I got that. So we're gonna just go ahead here. Series standings. Okay. Let's see. Objectives. Finish first. I'm assuming I did. Because I didn't hear it, you know, the positioner yelling at me. While I'm looking at this, I'm going to check my code really quick. See if I can get an idea of why the compass isn't beeping. So one moment. Oh, and you guys are going to hear that. Hold on. How do I... There we go. All right. So I think the compass isn't beeping. Compass. No, it's it looks, I mean, it looks like it should be playing. And there's the compass sound, so it should be playing. Also, you guys might be hearing the beeps from auto indent. No, I mean, it looks like it's... Yeah, it looks like it's... Should be okay. I'm not sure. All right. Well, let me rerun this code, I guess. There we go. Nothing like when you're trying to show something and it doesn't work. Let's rerun Forza dashboard.
Let's race.
All right, yes, let's race. Okay, so credit rewards, earnings, VIP bonus. Oh, a bunch of credits. Oh, yeah. Got like 10K credits for that. Yeah, so I got... Oh, I got a bunch of credit. I might have enough credits now to do that one thing. Oh, no, that's my total's 188. Okay. I might have enough for the car. We'll see. Driver level milestone awards. 20,000 credits. Quick collection. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so we just knocked out that showcase. So let's maybe do a I don't know, what do you call them? A program? A circuit? Is this an Xbox One game? Yeah. Yeah, this is an Xbox One game. Showcase reward. Oh, I get the 2016 Ford Gymkhana? I don't know what that is. But it's the one that we just raced. So that car I raced, I just got it. All right, so let's see. All right, so let's go on to... Let's see. So we've got more things we can do. Let's see. Okay, we got... Oh, we did the race against Ken. Ooh, we got trucks. Should we race some trucks? I like trucks. You guys like trucks? Should we race some trucks? I'm down for that. I'm down to drive a truck. Because you thought it was scary having me in a car. Now you're going to have me in a big old truck. Gonna drive my pickup truck. Oh, Warhawk says it's a Ford Focus. Hey, Warhawk, how's it going, man? How the heck are you? You excited for the return of the podcast? All right, so let's do... Oh, he said it was a Ford Focus.
Every truck maker says their vehicle is tough, but none of them hold a candle to these beasts. With massive engines and sturdy suspension, these trucks bring the jumps and noise of the Baja 1000 and the Dakar Rally to a stadium show near you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, driving a truck. All right. So we got some cars. We got a Honda. Ooh, a 2015 Ridgeline Baja Trophy truck. Oh. Oh. All right, so I can only drive this one. I only can drive this trophy truck. All right. That's fine. We'll drive it. I'm down with that. All right, so we got the pre-race screen up. So we're waiting for a track to load. My dashboard is running. Hopefully I'll get a compass this time. Don't know why it didn't work the last time. Do I ever play top speed? Yeah, but this game is more fun. Kenny Choom says they got monster trucks. No, they're not monster trucks. They're racing trucks. They're a little different. Monster trucks would be cool, though. All right, here we go. I wasn't paying attention to what track we're on. So what's kind of cool is all the people I'm racing are people on my friends list. 3, 2, 1, go!
Position 0.0 miles per hour.
Compass is still not working.
Position 91.5 miles per hour. Position 62.2 miles per hour. 61.8 miles per hour. 76.4 miles.
Let me bump that up a little bit. See if I can actually, yeah, I should just be able to boost. this up a little bit. There we go.
Lap 1, 96.6 miles per hour.
Position 5.
98.3 miles per hour. 97.4 miles
Position
per hour. 113.0 miles per hour. 99.7 miles per hour. 116.3 miles per hour.
So you can hear on the right, she tells you the position.
125.3 miles per hour. 144.4 miles per hour.
He tells you the
85.9 miles per hour. 48.3 miles per hour.
he tells you the speed.
76.8 miles per hour. 104.0 miles per hour. 91.9 miles per hour. 84.7 miles per hour. 95.2 miles per hour. 75.2 miles per hour. 102.7
helicopter.
miles per hour. 110.3 miles per hour.
Position 2.
108.3
Ooh.
miles per hour.
Second place.
86.8 miles per hour. 81.7 miles per hour. 92.7 miles per hour. 75.3 miles per hour. 68.7 miles per hour. 94.9 miles per hour. 122.6 miles per hour. Lap 2, 135.7 miles per hour. 56.6 miles per hour.
Also, after this race, I'm going to check the compass one more time.
68.8 miles
See
per
if I can
hour.
figure out what's going on. I'll take one more quick look at the
64.1
code.
miles per hour. 88.5 miles per hour.
Now, one cool visual thing, you can
115.4
change the
miles per
view
hour.
on the
92.7 miles per hour.
on the car. I'm not going to change it right now.
107.3 miles per hour. 98.4 miles per hour.
But I can also get a cockpit view if I
96.8
want
miles
it.
per hour. 130.5 miles per hour.
Oh, it's about to get first place.
140.3 miles per hour. 112.8 miles per hour.
There we go.
72.8 miles per hour. 76.7 miles per hour. 97.6 miles per hour. 84.3 miles per hour. 108.3 miles per hour. 84.8 miles per hour. 91.6 miles per hour. 101.5 miles per hour. 97.4 miles per hour. 103.1
I'm just leaving
miles
everyone
per hour.
behind.
88.5 miles per hour. 95.5 miles per hour. 98.0 miles per hour. 79.6 miles per hour. 71.5 miles per hour. 88.1 miles per hour.
Yeah, it's all good.
115.9 miles per hour.
Don't worry about it.
134.1 miles per hour. 71.1
I was, gonna say,
miles per
I
hour.
was about to say you were a good driver, and then you hit that truck.
63.4 miles per hour. 68.8
Yeah, but
miles
ultimately
per
it didn't matter. He moved out of my way once I hit him.
76.7 miles per hour. 103.3 miles per hour. 98.2 miles per hour. 101.9 miles per hour. 113.8 miles per hour. 99.2 miles per hour. 116.6 miles per hour. 143.7 miles per hour.
Wow.
138.0 miles per hour.
I think that truck almost got to 150.
84.5 miles per hour. 73.1 miles per hour.
Look, I mean, they're just all the way behind me.
91.7 miles per hour. 88.1 miles per hour. 89.9 miles per hour. 84.9 miles per hour. 99.3 miles per hour. 78.0 miles per hour. 105.0 miles per hour. 115.9
So I think this is a
miles
two-lapper.
per hour. 95.6 miles per hour.
Because at this point, I'm just driving.
98.5 miles per hour. 81.8 miles per hour. 82.7 miles per hour. 72.1 miles per hour. 69.1
I
miles
wish this
per
compass
hour.
is working, though.
98.4 miles per hour. 124.8 miles per hour.
There we go. All right. So there we go. I'm playing this on Xbox One. How do I know when to turn? The game is turning for me for the most part. You do have to be careful, especially on rainy roads. You can spin out. All right, I'm just going to check this code one more time. See if I can figure out why the compass isn't playing. I mean, it should be... Yeah, it's... Mode... No? Yeah, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be... Unless there's something wrong with my file. But there shouldn't be a problem with it. I mean, it's because it's reading those. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I know this is really exciting stuff. You're getting real-time debugging right now. That's what this is.
Let's race.
All right. So, I know the sound works. As to why it's not playing, I'm just looking at one more thing. No, it's getting the packet format. Position. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my code looks solid. Where is it? Oh, hold on. Oh, wait. I might have the problem. Hold on. Might have the problem. Might have the problem. Yeah, this might do it. Okay. Or it's going to break something. I don't know which yet. Something's going to happen.
Let's race.
All right. Sorry, guys. That was some quick editing. All right. So, we're in the Bernese Alps. So I had Liam. Oh, TJ. Blind Girl 83. Sightless Combat. Polantis. Jesse. Oh, let's scroll down. Let me see. Oh, Wolfman. Wolfman! He was driving. Talos was there. So, yeah, it uses people that I'm... Oh, Commander GC. I remember him. Yeah, so it had it used actual friends off my friends list as the racers. I know one person who would love to get their hands on that dash. Yeah, I know a lot of people who would. I wish I could, like, give it out. I just, right now, it's not using code that I can... Like I said, I could make a terminal version that, like, just runs. I mean, that would be easy to do. The problem is that setting it up is a pain in the ass because you've got to make sure you've got your ports forwarded and stuff because it uses UDP. But it's not impossible. I guess one of the reasons I don't want to do it is I don't feel like supporting it. How do you upgrade your vehicles? You can tune it. You can tune them. Hi, Fire Store. What? Fire Scorpion. Oh, Fire Scorpion. Fire Scorpion YT. How's it going? It's nice to play other genres besides fighting games. Oh, yeah, for sure. No, I didn't make this game, but I'm building the add-on that talks. So the talky part is what I was working on. All right, so we got more credits. Good. I think after this race, I'll have enough to buy that Lotus for that one race I want to do. Or I could buy the Ferrari. Oh, my car collection is tier 6.
Looking for a fun challenge or a way to increase your winnings? Check out mods.
Okay, so we can mod our cars if we want to. I don't get into all that stuff. You just call me Fire for short. All right, Fire, I can do that. All right, so here we go. Second race. Does it tell me? Oh, is this Prague? I think we're in Prague. I think. No, maybe not. What did it say? Doesn't read it really well. Sorry, I don't know what track we're on. Sorry, guys. I don't know. Sorry. All right, let's see if the compass works now.
Lap 1.
Position 1.
0.0
Position
miles per
13.
hour.
Position 12.
54.9 miles per hour.
Oh, wait, come on. Are you serious? My controller's screwing up again.
Lap 1. 70.0
Oh, now it works.
Position 12. Position 11.
68.0 miles
Position
per
10.
hour.
Position 9.
95.8
All right, so that
miles
beep,
per hour.
let me explain.
72.4 miles
Position
per
8.
hour.
Position 7.
59.1
Position
miles
6.
per hour. 62.6 miles per hour.
All right, so let me explain
Position
those
5.
beeps for you guys.
87.0 miles per hour.
Each beep, the beeps are telling me what direction I'm traveling. So the lower the beep, the closer to 0 degrees I am, so north. The higher the beep, the closer to 359 degrees I am, northwest. I did it that way because I'm half deaf, and I wanted something that was going to be doable. Now, you guys are probably noticing that the beeps are not constant, and that's because when this goes out to make a call for the text-to-speech, it kind of pauses the program, so you don't get like a nice, even group of beeps. Also, I noticed that the beeps are really quiet, so I'm going to boost the volume of the beeps a bit here so that we get those. But you'll notice they should be going beep, 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 and they were kind of going beep, 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 beep. And that's just because this thing just can't keep up. It's trying, and it just can't do it. So let's try this again. I'm going to fire this back up.
Let's race. Lap 1.
Position 5.
82.6
There we
miles
go.
per hour. 97.6 miles
So
per
we're
hour.
heading.
118.3
Now this will also help me
miles
decide
per
my
hour.
turns too.
104.0 miles
So
per hour.
looks like I'm going left,
80.9 miles per hour.
heading almost due north.
99.6 miles per hour. 73.0 miles per hour. 66.1 miles per hour.
Okay, looks like we're
93.9 miles per hour. 88.7 miles per hour.
going back to the right.
74.6 miles per
Position
hour.
3.
99.4 miles per hour. 90.0 miles per hour. 66.1 miles per hour. 54.2 miles per hour.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Urban Army.
67.1 miles per hour. 52.8 miles per hour.
So it can kind of help
50.7
you
miles
sort of
per
figure
hour.
out
Position 2.
the way the track is laid out.
68.3 miles per hour. 102.3 miles per hour. 75.
See, whenever he talks, it kind of pauses it.
68.7 miles per hour. 58.4
And
miles
I think
per
the
hour.
reason
82.0 miles per hour.
Position 1.
I'm going to make another
103.2
change after
miles
we're
per
done
hour.
here.
127.0 miles per hour. 79.9 miles per
Actually, I'm
hour.
going to make that change right now. I think the problem is I'm using the neural voices, which are supposed to sound better, but I think they take more processing power, so it takes longer for the cloud to create them. I'm going to change that to use standard. So I am using... here we go. And actually, I'm also going to change east. There we go. I'm going to change over to the eastern region of Amazon Web Services. And so I am using Amazon Polly to generate the speech on the fly. I could use text-to-speech. I just felt like being fancy, and I wanted to see how it worked. So it was kind of like a fun little project to see if that would work. Can you activate an add-on for Mortal Kombat XL? I wish. I wish making add-ons was this easy. I got lucky with Forza. Oh, I need to put the thing back on. Here we go.
Let's race.
Lap 1.
Position 1.
73.7 miles per hour. 55.2
Yes,
miles
this is
per
better.
hour. 83.9 miles per hour. 100.9 miles per hour.
There's a lot less lag.
Lat 2.
118.9 miles per hour. 127.4 miles per hour.
Also, Neural TTS is expensive.
94.8 miles per hour. 57.4 miles per hour. 52.9 miles per hour. 69.2 miles per hour. 80.5 miles per hour. 105.4 miles per hour, 79.5 miles per hour, 86.1 miles per hour, 107.1 miles per hour.
Yeah, at least I got this working now.
83.6 miles per hour, 93.2 miles per hour, 87.4 miles per hour, 56.6 miles per hour, 81.9 miles per hour, 115.8
See, at this point, I'm not even
hour,
stressing it because I'm in first place.
76.2 miles per hour, 86.8 miles per hour, 108.0 miles per hour, 93.2 miles per hour, 65.5 miles per hour, 53.3 miles per hour.
So this is kind of a neat little
57.6 miles per hour, 73.6 miles per hour, 41.4 miles per hour, 50.2 miles per hour, 77.5 miles per hour, 105.8 miles per hour,
through a tunnel.
74.3 miles per hour, 66.2 miles per hour, 53.5 miles per hour, 77.4 miles per hour, 105.1 miles per hour, 123.4 miles per hour, 119.7 miles per hour, 74.1 miles per hour, 69.3 miles per hour, 49.2 miles per hour, 52.5 miles per hour, 85.7 miles per hour, 55.5 miles per hour, 53.7 miles per hour, 81.3 miles per hour, 104.0 miles per hour.
All right. So that was much better. I like the Tijuana Flats. What the hell is Tijuana Flats? Oh, Mixmaster. There's Mixmaster Aussie. The Alpha Slayer. Swirls. Sonic 5678. Oh, there's Wolfman. Oh, Rocky was driving the truck. I think Rocky drives a truck for real, actually. He's got himself a truck. I forget what kind, but... Yeah, there is a Liam TTS, but that's not me. In that TTS, I am working on that through Microsoft Azure, but that's not currently me. Although, that might be something kind of fun to, if I ever get the voice done, to throw that in here and see how it works. Nick says you should. Microsoft has actually seen this. I've talked to a few people over there, and actually Turn 10 has seen this, and I guess they were very impressed by it. Keep in mind that it's not as simple as just like making something. There's a lot of work that goes into this stuff, and I know like they're not this. So this game that I'm playing now is at the end of its life. There is no more updates for it. These are the last this is the last update. We're not getting any more updates, so we're not getting any enhancements. Horizon 4 we cannot really play because it's open world, so there's no track to follow. You can set GPS points, but I don't think the game can follow those because it's open world. You can get behind something or, in something. It's not doable. So I'm hoping, though, for whenever they do Forza Motorsport 8, that a lot of the stuff that, we've shown and stuff that, they've talked about is stuff that they can work on. Because it's not out of the realm of possibilities for Turn 10 to do stuff like this. And I mean, keep in mind too that when a company has to do things like this, they have to balance the time versus reward factor. So like everything costs money in the real world. And so it's really nice to be able to be like, well, gee, we could add this feature and do this, but that feature costs money to make because you still have to pay the programmers. And so there has to be enough proof that those sort of projects can earn back what they're paying. And that's kind of hard to do because of the fact that we're such a small community. So it is nice when these companies do these things, but you know, we have to also remember that a lot of companies have to take the path of least resistance. Liam, I just rewatched your Gaming Without Aiming panel. It was awesome. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun, and you know, it was cool. I learned a bit too, and I mean, meeting the guys from Able Gamers did open my eyes, so to speak, to a lot of things that, you know, the amount of money that is being spent on projects is you know, to make things workable is astronomical. And so if you can't build in accessibility from the get-go, it's very hard to do it later. So I'm very hopeful that, you know, like Turn 10 and these companies will start to do more with these things. Now we're seeing like EA and Madden 20 is a really good example of how things work well when you put the time into them. But it's also hard because, you know, again, everything costs money. So it's not like somebody goes, hey, I know for fun I'm going to make this project. They have to make it on you know, the company's dime. And, you know, at the end of the day, it all comes down to, okay, whatever you're working on, I better be able to make that money back that I paid you to work on it. Otherwise, why the heck am I paying you to do it in the first place? Nick says, I hope they keep doing what they're doing, and they can definitely make more money. But let's be honest. I mean, for a moment, I mean, let's be real. Let's say a game sells 10 million copies. I mean, I'm sure that's a really high watermark, but let's say Forza sells 1 million. We'll go with 1 million. That's reasonable. How many of those million are going to be blind people? 20? 30? 15? 10? Maybe 50? I mean, you know, again, that number is so low that this is why we don't see things get, you know, move forward. I mean, the technology's there to make, you know, these games talk, to do these things. Rockstar has even said, we looked at Grand Theft Auto 5 and we actually did an exploratory test on what it would cost us to add auditory stuff for beacons and things into our engine. And the cost after programming and having to pay these people was $150 million because they'd have to go through and rewrite so many parts of the engine. And you have to pay programmers on a per hour basis. And when you give them projects, you actually have to estimate the cost, the man hours of each project. I had to do that at my old job. When a company would come to us and go, hey, we want you to do this, you know, they would go, what, you know, how many hours is it going to take your programmer? And so I'd have to sit down and map out, okay, this contract might take me 30, 40 hours. And so we'd have to bill them for the 30, 40 hours. That's the way it works. The leader of Turn 10 is also the leader of Connecticut, I think. I'm not sure. I haven't really talked to him too much, so I don't know. I'd love to go back to Seattle again. I wanted to go to PAX this year, but I'm Poe. Oh, I just got a Chevy Camaro. Yeah, give me the Camaro. Gimme. But yeah, I mean, it's just, I'm very real about this stuff because when I was younger, I used to say, well, gee, I think these companies should do this. Gee, I don't know why they're not doing that. And it's not that they don't want to do it. It's that economically it's not feasible to do it. And so this is what I tell people all the time. I say, listen, it's not that they don't want to. I've talked to a lot of, you know, people that work in various industries, and they've said, man, we'd love to make this playable for everyone, by everyone, all this stuff. But we are limited by the constraints of our budgets and our time. Fire Scorpion says maybe they can make a smaller game. No, dude, they're not going to make... So, they're not going to make a whole separate title. That will never happen. And it's for the same reasons. The cost of making this stuff is so high that, there's no way. So what we have to hope for are a few things. One are the mandates that we're seeing that says, hey, listen, if your game has an online component, you have to make certain parts of it talk. Some games have not followed that. MLB The Show, I'm looking at you. But I think they got away with it because they were like, well, we started building our game before 2019. Now, I think next year's game may have to talk. But there's certain rules. There's certain rules that say, like, your game has to talk if such and such is true. And it's annoying because I know that there were like 10 waivers. Excuse me. There were like 10 waivers. Not 10, but there were a lot of waivers passed before the FCC finally said, all right, you have to do this. And so companies kind of look for ways to get around it, unfortunately, but it's the world we live in. So Mortal Kombat, who I love what NetherRealm did. They took the path of least resistance and had Jameson Price record lines, which was cool. I certainly have no problem with that. I'm totally down with that because the guy could read the phone book for me and I'd be happy. But it's also a little frustrating because there are games like Madden 20, Crackdown 3, that have these talking menus. Sea of Thieves has the talking menus. Problem is that we have the menus, but we don't have the gameplay. So what I've kind of said is we need, as a group, we need to be patient. And to put that into perspective for you, I know I kind of have gone off on a rant a little bit. Hold on, let me get a couple of messages in a second, but I want to say, if you're annoyed or you're feeling disparaged, I want to remind you that 10 years ago, in fact, it would have been, 10 years ago in December, I got an Xbox 360. The only thing I could do with that Xbox 360 was I could download games using a website and tell the console to download them. But I had no way of navigating the dashboard. I had no way of doing anything. If I wanted to play a game, I had to con someone into coming over and reading the screens to me and then writing all the menus down and keeping track of everything. If a game had dynamic content, I was out of luck. I had to do so much guesswork. Now, 10 years later, I'm using my screen reader, NVDA, to read the screen directly. I'm able to get real-time information. In a racing game, the company has added super easy assists so that our cars will essentially steer themselves. They've added the ability for data to be output to a UDP port so that people could make their own dashboards. In this case, I made a talking dashboard. And we're on the cusp of seeing games adopt menus. And hell, we're seeing things like the Xbox One and to a much lesser extent the PS4 adopt text-to-speech. So if that's 10 years, like if 10 years ago I had so very little and now we have what we have now, what are we going to have in 10 more years? So I do tell people, you got to remember that like things work really slow. But give it another 10 years, man, and I think we'll be on much more even footing. But we also need to remember as gamers that, like, we are, especially as blind gamers, we are a very small minority, and we are such a small minority that we don't really have a voice. We're very fortunate that people have spoken up for us. We're fortunate that, people advocate for us. But at the end of the day, we are a tiny, tiny, tiny voice in a very, very, very big pond. When a game sells 1 million copies of a game, 5-10 of those might be, blind people. Mortal Kombat, I don't know if they've dropped sales numbers yet, but I mean, we won't even make up 1% of the sales of that. So, I mean, those are just things that you have to keep in mind as consumers. That that's just the way it is. Patrick says, any reason you think Madden got off the ground? Really simple, because Karen is a programmer and literally just said, I'm going to program this, and took the time to make it. And I guess obviously someone at EA must have really agreed with it, because they said, okay, we're giving you carte blanche to do what you want with this. And so that's why it got off the ground. A programmer actually said, I'm going to build this because I care about accessibility, because I'm legally deaf. So I'm going to see about how I can make this work better. But keep in mind, from Madden from when they started to where we are now with menus that, are incomplete in some areas, but they do read dynamic content. And they do work. That was 3 years. So, I mean, that was a 3-year project, and I'm sure there's a lot more that they want to improve on that. But again, things work slow. I see people, why is Madden 20 subs? I just answered that, so sorry. The states have had the American Disabilities Act for like forever. Yeah, but it has nothing to do with the ADA. It's a whole separate act. The ADA has no sort of thing for accessible media, like as far as video games are concerned. Because remember, the ADA was written before the video games. And I will tell you that, man, companies look at that closely. I mean, look at, I don't feel like opening a whole thing right now, but look at Domino's. They're trying to find ways around the ADA as well. And this is what companies do. That's why they have their legalese, their legal legals. That's their whole thing, man, that they try to work and find ways around legislation to make their lives easier. But, it's all about, a lot of it has to do with, the reason we have these menus is we have compliance. And so I think, too, what may have happened also at EA, and I'm going to just grasp at straws, but I think it's the same thing that happened at Comcast, which was, guys, they're going to pass this legislation. You sure? Yeah, the waivers are going to run out eventually. So, well, why don't we beat the curve? How do we do that? Well, let's develop something now so that when the legislation comes down and all the waivers run out, we're not scrambling last minute. And it's kind of what Comcast did with their talking boxes. They were like, look, this, 20th Century Video Accessibility Act is going to eventually go into effect. So why don't we, be ready for it instead of being reactive at the 11th hour? That small minority of the population is getting bigger because the globe is getting bigger. Yeah, maybe. But the question you have to ask yourself, though, is, if let's say the population gets bigger, and let's say we have 1 million more gamers, how many of those gamers are going to be disabled and need to use those features? I don't know of too many people that really use the text-to-speech stuff. Maybe those who are dyslexic, it might help them. I'm not sure. Nick says, how did they get Brandon Gaudin to do? Well, dude, they just sat him down in a booth and said, hey, record these. It's the same thing they did with Jamison Price. So when their guys come in to do their voice work, they just give them a script and they read off the script. And so they're like, hey, do these lines. We'll pay you. They probably pay him per hour. I'm pretty sure with stuff like that, they pay per hour, so they probably just stuck it at the end of an hour like, hey, read these. But yeah, Domino's is trying right now to go to the Supreme Court and say, hey, listen, we shouldn't have to make our website accessible, which is funny because I think they kind of have to. So I don't know how that's going to end up for them. But Although I am laughing because people are trying to boycott Domino's, which cracks me up because I think like 5 blind people are like, yeah, we're going to boycott Domino's. Yeah, good luck with that because 25 more people will order. Yeah, blind people aren't always born. You're right, and I agree with you. So sighted people get, eye diseases of various types, but that's where I think we're seeing. That's why you see a lot more attention paid to like Zoom. And there's a big thing right now. Like in when I was setting up NVDA Live 19, there was a color blindness option, and so they're doing a lot right now with color blindness and larger text and contrast and stuff, and it's a start. So again, I just we work slowly, but I do caution people that we are in a situation where we are a really small minority, but that's why I think like what I did here with the dashboard is really important because oh yeah, I should really finish, huh? There we go. All right, next race. Maple Valley Raceway. If the population gets bigger, both sides, sure they get bigger, but again, you need like a million people and like 999,000 of them to be blind. Sorry, I live in Chicago. I don't like Pizza Hut or Domino's. I eat real pizza. I'm not into either of those. To me, it's all garbage. All right, so let's do our next race. Drive our truck. I think there's 4 races in this.
Lap 0.0 miles per hour.
Position
44.0 miles per hour. 75.5 miles per hour.
Position
81.5 miles per hour.
So yeah, we can change our
71.2 miles per hour.
Position 6.
72.2 miles per hour. 66.6 miles per hour. 71.2 miles per hour.
Position 5.
85.0 miles per hour.
It's kind of cool. It changes the
72.2 miles per hour. 77.6 miles per hour. 81.5 miles per hour. 93.6 miles per hour. 108.6 miles per hour. 115.8 miles per hour. 100.3 miles per hour. 105.3 miles per hour. 68.8 miles per hour. 62.4 miles per hour.
Now, hopefully, I've got the
80.6
math
miles
correctly,
per
so that I'm actually like
81.7
turning in the
miles
correct
per hour.
direction when
53.2 miles per hour.
I don't know if my numbers are backwards on my
55.8 miles per hour.
trigonometry.
69.0 miles per hour. 85.2 miles per hour.
So I had to use trig to get the
83.8 miles per hour.
position of the car.
81.6 miles per hour.
Get out of my way.
80.9 miles per hour. 71.2 miles per hour. 53.2 miles per hour. 46.2 miles per hour. 72.0 miles per hour. 81.2 miles per hour. 89.0 miles per hour. 81.4 miles per hour. 88.4 miles per hour. 82.0 miles per hour. 114.8 miles per hour. 95.1 miles per hour. 89.7 miles per hour. 103.8 miles per hour.
Latitude.
124.7 miles per hour. 80.7 miles per hour. 70.8 miles per hour. 73.2 miles per hour. 78.1 miles per hour. 76.1 miles per hour.
Scorpion says, Fire says, I eat New York
72.7
pizza.
miles per hour.
Dude, that's not real pizza.
73.4 miles per hour.
No, man, real pizza is
81.1
Chicago pizza.
miles per hour. 83.4 miles per hour.
What do the tones mean? So the tones mean the lower the tone, the lower the degrees. So 0 degrees is the lowest, 359 is the highest. I hate when you put AI on low difficulty, they just use you as brakes.
Lap 89.7 miles per hour. 108.2 miles per hour. 115.7
Get
miles
out of my
per
way.
hour. 99.1 miles per hour. 101.1 miles per hour.
Yeah, first place.
63.9 miles per hour. 59.5 miles per hour. 94.2 miles per hour. 68.9 miles per hour.
So that's what the tone. So we're heading towards
48.1 miles
0
per hour.
degrees.
57.3
Now we're at like
miles per hour.
359. So we're kind of
70.4
going on
miles
a
per
westerly direction.
95.9 miles per hour. 78.8 miles per hour. 84.3 miles per hour. 76.6 miles per hour. 64.0
And the reason
miles per hour.
The reason that it does that is because I have no data. I cannot get any data off the dashboard that gives me a compass direction. Turn 10 if you're watching. Can you please add that to the dashboard? Please. So there's no compass. So I had to kind of build my own that uses the last position and then the current position and triangulates the coordinates. But the problem is you can't really get like track information. Another thing that they don't have. So I just kind of had to like build my own sort of thing, which it's kind of annoying, really, honestly, but you know, you find ways to adapt. What I really wanted to do was Alexa, turn off air conditioner 1. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to make it so that you get indicators when you were near the edge of a track, but I just can't really get that information. So if I play in VR, does it help? I don't think so, unfortunately. I don't think VR would do anything. Although, I mean, who knows? I mean, VR might be kind of cool because you could, like, move your head and get ideas of what was around you, maybe auditorily.
Lap 60.4
Maybe.
miles per hour.
I don't know.
68.0 miles per hour.
Okay, here we go.
68.8 miles per hour. 69.7 miles per hour. 84.9 miles per hour.
Also, to my sighted viewers, I should have a camera
74.9 miles per hour.
that you could see me on
87.5 miles per hour.
if I got it working right.
89.0 miles per hour.
If not, it's a blank square.
115.2
I
miles
apologize.
per hour. 94.3 miles per hour. 92.4 miles per hour. 103.5 miles per hour. Lap 3. 99.5
Oh, there's 3
miles
laps.
per hour. 82.3 miles per hour. 63.6 miles per hour. 66.
Hey, Paul, how's it going?
Miles per hour.
Shouldn't you be studying
55.9 miles
for your
per
really
hour.
difficult test?
77.8 miles per hour. 79.7 miles per hour. 69.4 miles per hour. 71.1 miles per hour. 63.3 miles per hour. 82.5 miles per hour. 100.5 miles per hour. 117.4 miles per hour. 101.0 miles per hour. 115.2
Now, maybe after
miles
this
per
set of
hour.
races, I'll talk
75.1
about
miles per hour.
Forza Horizon 4,
49.4 miles per
and we'll
hour.
discuss the issues with that.
77.0 miles per hour.
And I'll
92.0
see if
miles
I
per
can
hour.
maybe brainstorm some ideas to make it better.
55.8 miles per hour. 40.0 miles per hour. 54.7 miles per hour. 80.3 miles per hour.
Oh, is it thundering?
94.2 miles per
Oh,
hour.
listen to that. I think we got some
70.0
storms on the
miles
track.
per hour. 87.1 miles per hour. 72.3 miles per hour. 59.8 miles per hour. 71.2 miles per hour. 68.2 miles per hour. 82.7 miles per hour. 77.6 miles per hour. 68.2 miles per hour. 96.0 miles per hour. 77.5 miles per hour. 108.3 miles per hour. 106.2 miles per hour. 81.6 miles per hour. 107.1 miles per hour.
Oh, yeah! Look at that. All right. Can anyone point me to a moves list in Madden?
That's how you do it. Solid work out there.
Heck yeah! You know it. You are a genius who made all this cool stuff to help you drive. No, I mean, it was just taking the existing tools and going, how can I make this work? Took a break. It's like 1 a.m. here. Yeah, I mean, studying for a wine test is hard. Blind Girl came in second place. Let's see, who else we got? Wolfman. Oh, there's Talos, who's in a Honda. Commander GC. I could scroll down, but I really don't care all that much. We'll get the standings here. So it's like a series, like you know how Formula One has the series, and I guess Mario Kart is the same way too. Really, when you stop to think about it. So series standings. I'm in first. Marin, whatever. Galantis, Blind Girl 83, Quinn Ebert. So that's cool. So it looks like I'm still in first place in the standings. But yeah, I think after this, I have to tweak one thing in my code, and we'll do FH4. I can't do too much in that, but I'll talk about the problems and how they could be improved, and maybe we'll come up with something. Maybe the dashboard will help. We'll find out. So I got more credits. Gimme those credits. Those credits. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I want those credits. Give me money. Okay, last track on the truck series. Unless something goes horribly wrong, I should get first place overall. I should be on the podium. Yeah. That's me on the podium. Heck yeah. Thanks, man. I'm out, bro. I find you amazing. So I'll be back next stream. Sweet. Sometimes I do audio games, so there's no pictures, but I hope you enjoy them. I really appreciate it. Let's, we got our credits. All right, so we're just waiting for this track to load, and we'll do our last track. Okay. You know, also, I have not seen... Did the Mixer chat show up? Hold on, I want to look really quick. I'm not seeing, like, chats and stuff. Oh, God. Oh, God. No, I don't want to hear myself back. No, I don't want to hear myself back. There we go. Oh, no. Mixer was really quiet and dead. Okay. That's okay. I like to use Mixer because it's a Microsoft thing, and, you know, I like Microsoft. They're good people. They gave me stickers. I like my free stickers, man. Like, if you bribe me with stuff, I'm great.
47.0 miles per hour. 77.1 miles per hour.
Position
94.9 miles per hour.
Position
102.5 miles per hour. 108.6 miles per hour. 103.
So I literally, instead of going around these cars, I'm going through them.
36.0 miles per hour. 24.8 miles per
Position
hour.
9. Position 10. Position 11.
18.0 miles per hour. 30.7 miles per hour. 25.7 miles per hour. 32.5 miles per hour. 68.2 miles per hour.
Position 10.
35.3 miles per hour.
Wow.
68.1 miles per hour.
Position 10.
35.1 miles per hour.
I'm like
62.4
way
miles
behind
per hour.
here.
95.1 miles per hour. 64.6 miles per hour. 44.4 miles per hour. 70.5 miles per hour.
Hey, I passed the car and didn't crash
78.8
into it.
miles per hour. 35.6 miles per hour.
I think.
63.1 miles per hour. 81.5
That's
miles
much better.
99.4 miles per hour.
I much prefer to crash into them.
119.2 miles per hour. 43.4 miles per hour. 53.2 miles per hour. 39.1 miles per
Out of
hour.
my way.
46.4 miles per hour. 14.0 miles per hour. 24.7 miles per hour. 65.0 miles per hour. 97.2 miles per hour. 119.2 miles per hour. 110.8 miles per hour. 111.0 miles per hour.
Position 6.
126.5 miles per hour. 74.6 miles per hour. 37.7 miles per hour. 58.4 miles per hour. 29.7
Now, one of
miles
the
per
rumors.
hour. 40.2 miles per hour.
I'll wait till I'm done with this.
61.6 miles per hour. 43.1 miles per hour. 54.8 miles per hour. 45.5 miles per hour. 80.9 miles per hour. 107.0 miles per hour. 45.6 miles per hour. 38.4 miles per hour. 32.3 miles per hour. 55.0 miles per hour. 56.1 miles per hour. 34.3 miles per hour. 73.6 miles per hour. 103.9 miles per hour. 123.6 miles per hour. 74.8 miles per hour. 43.0 miles per hour. 57.0 miles per hour. 47.8 miles per hour. 32.0 miles per hour. 9.0 miles per hour. 40.3 miles per hour. 80.3 miles per hour. 108.2 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Lap 3. 105.1 miles per hour.
Good, I need another lap. I need more
116.6
time
miles
to
per
catch
hour.
up.
128.7 miles per hour. 115.7 miles per hour. 40.9 miles per hour. 62.1 miles per hour. 31.2 miles per hour. 25.3 miles
There
per
we
hour.
go.
63.3 miles per hour. 40.6 miles per hour. 70.1 miles per hour. 39.5 miles per hour. 73.9 miles per hour. 86.5 miles per hour. 57.2 miles per hour. 32.7 miles per hour.
Position 2.
63.9 miles
Ooh,
per
here
hour.
we go.
86.6 miles per hour. 36.2 miles per hour. 61.2
All right, can we
miles
catch up
per
to the
hour.
first place car?
94.8 miles per hour. 118.0 miles per hour. 103.3 miles per hour. 42.1 miles per
Position
hour.
1.
Yes!
56.3 miles per hour. 43.3 miles per hour. 49.0 miles per hour. 20.0 miles per hour.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
29.7 miles per hour. 61.8 miles per hour. 95.2 miles per hour.
Yes! Woo! Okay. Oh, that was Long Beach. All right, let's get our series standings. I think I'm going to get the first place here. Oh, yeah, looks like me, TJ, and then Blind Girl, 1983. And now we get our podium. Here we go.
It's your second trip to the podium. Most impressive.
Yep. There I am. All right. So I believe I'm first. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Sweet. I'll take it. So, yeah, I rocked that series. And, oh, I got some credits. Gimme. I think I got enough to do that, series now with the 60s cars. I can get my Ferrari or my Lotus Type 49. Driver milestone reward. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Okay. So there you go, guys. We just got through a series. Oh. Yeah, current series complete. Okay, so we got... Can we do the 60s cars? Yeah. Okay, so we could do these. I think I can afford that Type 49. So we could do that. Let's see, it's 6:30. When did I start? I started around 5, so we still got a little time. If you guys are still tuned in, what would you like? Should I switch it to, should we do something else? Should we just end? Are you guys tired of me yet? What do you guys want to do? Oh, God, there's only 9 of you tuned in. You guys don't like mainstream games, do you? I bet if I was like, guys, I'm playing Crazy Party, everyone would flock in. That was good though. I was very content with that. That was fun. What would you guys want me to do? Should I do more Mortal Kombat? Okay, so let me talk about Mortal Kombat for a second. I'm going to turn this down because I'm tired of getting copyright notices for music. Mortal Kombat is a problem right now because I guess anyone that's doing Mortal Kombat, their channels are getting flagged. So I've been kind of holding off on that until we see what's going on because I really don't want to get strikes. 3 strikes, you're off YouTube. And I built kind of a large following and just kind of how I make money. So that's the problem. That's really the big issue is I don't feel like getting tagged. I'd love to play Mortal Kombat, though. I certainly would not be opposed to doing that maybe on Twitch or something. But YouTube seems to have a real issue with it, so I have to be careful. So we could do, let's see. So I think we're good with Forza for tonight. So I'm going to back on out of there. I would do Horizon 4, but really all you're going to do is see me crashing into stuff. I'm not going to do like crazy party on the stream because there's no visuals, and plus we're like the title's all set for Forza. I want to try to stop doing this whole like where I say the title is like Madden and then like halfway through I switch to another game. Because then it's like really hard to find stuff. So I don't know. I think we're good for tonight. I think that this was fun. You guys had a good time. Hopefully, this is a video that, people check out and maybe it answers some questions. It might pose more questions than it answers. But I hope that it does help because I know there's a lot of questions and not only from blind people, but sighted people as well going, how do blind people play this stuff? How do they do this? And hopefully this kind of sheds a little light on it. Wouldn't I get copyright? No, it's so the reason that Mortal Kombat was getting flagged is because of the violent content. That was the issue. We were getting flagged for graphic content, and I've already had a couple of Mortal Kombat videos flagged, and I don't think it hurts me yet, but I'm just being really cautious because YouTube is touchy, man. They really are touchy. They are some touchy people, and it's really ridiculous at times. So I'd rather be safe than sorry, because there's nothing worse than losing, losing a revenue source. Because I think you guys know I'm not working right now. This is like my income. So anything that I make here is like really helpful. Anyways, I do want to thank my awesome patrons for being awesome patrons. And there they are on your screen. And I will read them in just uno momento, por favor. So big thank you to Jason Smith, Will Bullock, Mike Shipper, Stephen Luttrell, Kenny, Kevin Lyon, Simon Yeager, Sarah Hawk, Axel Skrull, Chad Blanco, Roland Engelsma, Changeling MX, Jack Filacek, Tiffany J. Kim, Matthew Cooper, Carter Tem, and there are others, but you guys haven't updated your tiers. And if you'd like to become a patron, patreon.com/Liam Irvin. Also, streamlabs.com/Liam Irvin if you want to donate. Some notes. I do want to start Code 7 soonish. I keep talking about it, and I will get to it. Also, some people have asked about a marathon. I'm not sure right now. Maybe in September or October. Maybe. I don't know. I got to think about it. I just don't know. It's going to be one of those. And if you're not familiar with the marathons, I literally sit here for however long you guys keep me here, and I play games. And they can be anything from console games to audio games to Amazon Echo games. So it varies, and I take donations to keep the stuff going. And I am putting my plans are to put donation money towards a new computer. I've got a little bit saved. We did the thing in March. The marathon, which went really well. That money I've set as much aside of that as I humanly could to get a computer. One of the things I got to pay bills and things, and so it's like that helps with that as well. But my goal is to try to get a new machine in here by the end of the year. But we'll talk more about that as the time goes. For now, I am out of here. As always, thank you for watching and or listening. I'm gone.